Hey everyone, it's Eric here from My 525XL. Today is Friday, January the 19th. Giving you an update today isn't exactly the update I planned. My plan was to get some bumblebee snails and get them acclimated and put them in the tank and just give you an update on why I'm doing that. But of course I've come down with COVID, so I've been locked up in the basement here for the last couple of days, so haven't really got out much. So hopefully if I'm symptom free and test negative, I'll get out there this weekend and pick up some bumblebee snails. But the reason I'm trying to get bumblebee snails, I've ordered about 5 of them. They are supposedly good at eradicating or helping eradicate some of the oh my god, what do you call them? Vermitid snails. So on some of the old rock work, I do have vermitid snails on them. Like on this piece here, not sure if you can pick them up, but there are a few on there, not many. More so, I have them in the tank for the seahorses right now. If you come over here, tank's water's a little bit cloudy. Just trying to fight off some algae again, but you can see them there, quite a few of them. Those are little buggers. I grabbed a hold of a rock. I don't know if it's going to pick it up or not, but if you can see the tip of my finger, there's a kind of a black dot. So that broke off in the tip of my finger. I've been trying to dig that out for the last little while, but anyway, they're a pain in the butt. Once they start growing, if you don't get them under control, they're really difficult. So I'm going to get 1 or 2 for this tank, and then I'm going to keep some in the 525 as well. Seahorse tank, everybody's doing good. Really no updates on either tank since last week, but I do keep complaining about these guys horsing around, and if you can see my cherry pop down there on the sand bed, that used to be up here on the rock, so again they've knocked it down. I've got to go in and mount it. I'll probably put it over here somewhere, probably behind the cherry blossom, I think. Anyway, I'll figure that out. And then I think I got to move that rock over a little bit. You can see the torch crow's almost touching there, so I don't really want to have them fighting. I caught it stuck to the recorder the other day. As I mentioned before, I thought maybe this one isn't as happy because this guy keeps touching him, and that's exactly what's happening. So anyway, I'll try and get that done this weekend, mount that coral, and then just move that whole structure over a little bit. It's just sitting on the free floating on the sand, so it shouldn't be a big deal. Just want to talk to you a bit. One of the folks asked me about maintenance, one of the subscribers. So I thought I would just discuss on what I do for maintenance on the tank. Aesthetically, I'm cleaning the glass 3 times a week, I guess, just to keep it clean. You can see a little bit of, just slightly, you can see a bit of calcium buildup on there. So I do have to take the scraper, and the scraper I'm using now is the Max Flipper Edge, and it's got actually 2 edges to it, one to scrape and more of almost a serrated edge, but this is the main one just to get the stuff off the glass. I was keeping the older one inside the tank, but I don't know, it doesn't look as nice. I get a lot of buildup on it on the inside, so I'm keeping this new one outside of the tank and just put it in when I need it. So that's what I'm doing just on the glass, probably 3 times a week. If I'm lazy, it's a little less. From testing parameters, I am now using this guy, which is the Hanna Marine Master. Good unit. People have some complaints about it, meaning if something goes wrong with the unit, you've got all your test kits in one here that for the most part you need. And if that fries, you're kind of screwed, which I agree with. I do still have the eggs, so I am keeping those, but I'm testing the phosphate, the nitrate, alkalinity. You can test calcium, pH, and nitrite as well. So it's a good all-in-one kit. What I do find is when you're zeroing out or doing calibration with just the salt water, it's a lot faster than the eggs. I found that eggs sometimes kind of pause for a bit before it zeroes out. This thing is, I won't say instant, but within a second or two it's ready to go. So big improvement for that. I don't know why. And I found the eggs, they were kind of inconsistent. Sometimes it'd be fairly quick when you zero out, sometimes it's not. So anyway, pretty happy with this unit. I think this is the first version. The second one has a Wi-Fi version. I'm not too concerned about it. Yeah, I think it's Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. I don't really need to get into that. Same unit, just an added feature to it, and you can sync up with an app. So so that's what I do with testing. Down below, I clean off my skimmer probably once every 6 or 8 weeks, depending on when I need it. I don't clean it regularly. As you can see, I'm not accumulating a lot, and mainly because my bio load is not huge. I do need to do some work down here, as you can see, but I just cleaned out the cup last week. Here's a quick little video of what it was before and after. So that is the skimmer cup off my MaxJet. Yummy. I'm gonna say it's I don't know, 6 weeks. Way overdue for a cleaning, man. But let's do its job. And that is after the cleaning. Not as stinky as I thought, but make sure you wear gloves, man. So you can see it gets pretty gunged up, but that's normal, right? But that's, I think that was 6 weeks, probably more. So not a big deal there. And then the reef mat, I just let it run. I think I get about 2.5 months out of a roll, roughly. So once it's out, I just replenish and let it do its thing. So still really liking that unit. Keeps the sump fairly clean, stops anything from recirculating back into the display tank. And you can see the roll in the back there. It's got some buildup on it. So, and that's pretty normal. You don't really notice how much it catches until you start using it. So yeah, I swear by that unit too. So that's it from really just cleaning the tank, testing. As you can see in the back of the tank there, I don't have much calcium buildup. On this side I do. I haven't scraped that side off yet, so I'm going to do that this weekend as well, since I probably won't get out much. And then I don't typically vacuum my sand, my gravel bed. There's a lot of beneficial bacteria in there. Plus you've got, you might have copepods and stuff in there. I don't really want to suck them up. Unless I have a really bad algae problem where I think it might be needed. It stays as is, and this little guy takes care of sifting it around for me, as well as the sand sifting star. So I don't do anything there. What I will do once in a while is just take a turkey baster, blow off the rocks, get rid of some of the detritus, let it get into the water column, and then down the back into the reef mat. So that's it on the tank side. Now from water change perspective, I do have the Kimura water changer, and I'm going to go in the furnace room here, so it might be a little loud. I was doing 2 liters a day. I'm doing this manually, so I'm doing about 5 gallons twice a week, but I'm triggering it manually. You can see the hose is pinched here. So I did have that set up automated. I've changed it to manual just to see what the differences are. I don't think I was getting a lot of benefit out of 2 liters a day, really, or 2 gallons a day, sorry, it wasn't much there. So I might keep it to 5 gallons twice a week, and so far so good. I mean, I'm looking at the corals and they seem happy, so I'm kind of going by that too, and as well as the parameter readings. Dosing wise, I've got a Red Sea 4 dose. So right now I'm dosing all free, which I've been doing for a long time. I am dosing magnesium now because I want to bump up the levels to about 1400, which I kind of turn off and on depending on the consumption. I've been dosing potassium for a while, and I just started dosing iodine as well, just a little bit, because I did some testing and I noticed my iodine levels were low. So all for reef, potassium, iodine, and magnesium. And that's it. I don't add anything else to the tank itself. So that's my salt water for changing out the water when it's time. And then this bucket here is for the ATO to top off the fresh water. So that's going through the the Red Sea ATO, which is working like a charm. So really happy with that unit too. And that's about it, really. From a maintenance perspective, I just keep up on things regularly. As I say, the more you keep on it, the less there is to do. My nephew just texted me last night. He's bought a 20-gallon tank, and he's planning to set it up, and he was asking me if he should do freshwater, saltwater. Sorry, I'm just going to close the furnace door here. You know, I said, depends on what you want to do, how much you want to spend. And then he said, well, I heard maintenance on a saltwater tank is more. I kind of disagree. I think if you keep up on the maintenance on either tank, you know, it's like your house. The longer you let it get dirty, the more cleaning you're going to have to do. But I'm not going to influence him. He can make his own decision. He'll probably go freshwater, I think. From a cost perspective, it's a little easier, right? Some of the fish, or most of the fish, are a lot cheaper than saltwater. So, unless he just goes like the damsel route or 1 or 2 clownfish. But anyway, I told him if he needs any help to let me know. So, yeah, I guess that's it. I don't have much to talk about. I was hoping to do those bumblebee snails today, but it's not happening. Just quick look at the corals. Everything seems to be doing pretty good. Yeah, the birds of paradise is growing really good. Green slimer back there, and the little piece here, it used to be really small, is now branching out. Plate. The new stuff is still good. The new Favia there. And then the SPS that I added here. So, and that banana caney still continues to branch out. So yeah, everything's looking pretty cool. Anyway, I think that's it for me today. I'll probably do another update next week once I get those bumblebee snails in. I'm curious to see how much of a dent they do in the seahorse tank. I don't know how long it'll take, but we'll see. If you guys have heard anything about the bumblebee snails, let me know. Either contrary to what I'm thinking or vice versa. I would love to hear from you guys. And again, thank you for watching. Still picking up subscribers. Really happy with that. So I'm hoping that people are getting some value out of my video posts. Sorry, maintenance on the seahorse tank. Not a lot of maintenance there. I do a water change once every couple of weeks. Like I'll do 5-gallon bucket once every 2 weeks-ish. Again, there's just the 2 seahorses in there, so not a big bio load. But yeah, other than that, I'm not. Yeah, I started dosing all reef actually just for the sake of the corals that I added. It's like 5 mils a day or 7 mils a day, pretty small amounts. So, and then I feed these guys twice a day. So. Anyway, that's it for me for today, Friday, January 19th. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy. I know the COVID's going around, which I can attest to personally right now, but what are you going to do? If it comes, it comes. Just take care of yourselves and heal up. Anyway, questions or comments, please leave them down below. Always love to hear from you guys. Thank you very much for watching and subscribing. Really appreciate it. And until we chat again, stay safe and happy reefing.